welcome to the We Were Athletes Once podcast. I'm here tonight. I'm Koty, and I'm here with Julian. And we wanted to do a night before, as long as this gets posted tonight, which it should, preview of how we see this Olympic hockey tournament going. In the past, we kind of did a breakdown of all the teams' rosters, at least of the NHL players that are on some of these teams. But tonight we want to go back through and do kind of a breakdown of how this tournament works, what we see happening in pool play, who we see advancing, and then ultimately who's winning the gold. And maybe we'll have a few sleeper dark horses in there as well. So a little bit to get to. We're going to have a quick episode tonight. Full disclosure, I have 102 fever and do not feel good. So this is all the energy I have tonight. Julian, have you been watching the Olympics so far?
I've been watching the women's hockey. The U.S. women's team is ridiculous, man.
Just destroyed Canada today. Yep. It was fantastic.
It was an awesome game. I mean, Canada had a few chances there, but we were in their zone most of the entire game.
Yeah. Very undisciplined game from Canada. Took a lot of penalties. Got a little chippy. There was one penalty and one goal in the second that I don't know how it was a goal. It was definitely pushed in. The goalie's pad was pushed in, but whatever. Marie-Philippe Poulin did not play, so that can also be a factor when it comes to it. But I mean, one player, man, that U.S. team just dominated.
I feel like
was
one player
bad.
Doesn't change a 5-0.
At one point it was like outshot like 22 to like 6. Like it was ugly. So the women are looking fantastic. But Canada somehow always finds a way to beat us when it matters. We have seemed to dominate in all of the little cups that we play. But when it comes to the Olympics, Canada always finds a way to come through. But I don't think it's going to happen this year. They look too dominant.
Yeah.
All right. Full disclosure, I have also, as some of you listening know, I am a teacher, and I've bribed my kids to act right. And whenever we have free time, I will throw up the Olympics on our board. So today we watched the gold medal mixed doubles curling match, and then I had a U.S.-Canada game on at the end of the day. So they act good. We all get to watch the Olympics. So it's been great. So let's get to what we want to talk about tonight. We have men's hockey starting tomorrow. I'm excited. We've got one really good game right off the rip. I think it's either the first or second game of the tournament. And now I'm blanking on it because that's where my brain's at. There's one bad game and one really good game. Where's my schedule? Failing miserably. And now it wants to give me women's. Thank you. Terrible. But while I look for it, here's the important things that we need to know. If you're used to NHL, point system's a little different. We do international points. So if you win in regulation, it's 3 points. If you win in overtime, it's 2. If you lose in overtime, it's 1. Yep. So this is a tournament. All these international tournaments are huge when it comes to getting those points in regulation. Those can easily be the difference of where you're ranked or if you advance or not.
Yep.
So I don't know about you, but I fully expect that to be a big deal in this tournament.
Oh, 100%. In that group, the Sweden and Finland's group, I feel like overtime loss and overtime win can change you from spot 1 to spot 3 in that group.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of that group, I think one of the solid games tomorrow, first game of the tournament, 9:40 Central Time where we're at, Slovakia and Finland. Yep. So we at least get one good one. Then we're going to watch Sweden kick the crap out of Italy.
Yeah.
And then we're all waiting. Thursday, we got Canada, Finland for the women's. For the men's, we got Canada, Czechia, which I'm very excited about. And then we've got USA, Latvia. So we don't have to wait long. We don't get game one or day one, but we do get day two for Canada and the U.S. So other important notes for this tournament, it is broken down into 3 groups. Group A is Canada, Czechia, France, and Switzerland. Group B is Finland, Italy, Slovakia, and Sweden. And Group C is Denmark, Germany, Latvia, and the United States.
Yeah.
What sticks out to you about those groups? What are you looking for?
I think Group B there, or the second group you mentioned, I don't know if it's actually Group B, but
I
feel like that's going to be the most entertaining group there. Whereas like Sweden and Finland, I feel like both have pretty decent teams where either one of them could win the group. Where if you look at A or C, I feel like it's almost kind of obvious who's going to win the group. I mean, Czechia, I feel like could maybe pull something off against Canada, but I doubt it. That Canada team is ridiculous. But I'm pretty sure 2 go through, and then the top 2 teams by points play a playoff.
All right, so that's what I was going to get into and why these groups are so important. So all the group winners automatically advance.
Yep.
They don't got to play in the play-in round. And the highest finishing second place team also automatically advances. So 4 teams will automatically advance. Then everyone else has to play a preliminary play-in game to get to the playoffs, which will be 5 versus 12, 6, 11, and 8 and 9, and 7 and 10. Those games will go, winner goes into the quarterfinals, and they will be automatically put in by where they finish. So like the 5 and 12 will play the 4, the 6 and 11 will play the 3, the 7 to 10 will play the 2, and the 8 and 9 will play the 1. So there's no reseeding in those. The quarterfinals and semifinals are reseeded. So if there is an upset, whoever gets that 1 seed gets the lowest seed. So they'll get reseeded every time. So that second place is huge in some of these, because if you are the second place finisher and you're the highest one, you don't have to worry about getting upset in those prelims. You get a rest day, you get some extra practice time, work on what you need to work on, recover, and get ready for your elimination games. So that's going to be huge. And I believe the second place team, it'll be determined by points, and then if there's a tie, it'll go into goal differential, and then I don't know the tiebreaker after that. So we'll see. I'm sure it will need it, because when doesn't it? But then the reseeding is the important thing. So let's look at Group A real quick. Canada, Czechia, France, Switzerland. I kind of think I know where you're going with your top 2 based on what you just said. Canada, followed by Czechia. What do you have for your 3 and 4? Swiss and France.
I'm probably going to put the Swiss there and then France.
I think this is the easiest division. I think Switzerland, they're always sneaky. Like they always play a good team game. They don't have a ton of talent. So I do see that going exactly the same as you. I've got Canada, Czechia, Swiss, and then France. Let's do Group C, because I think Group B is the most interesting as well. So Group C, we got Denmark, Germany, Latvia, and the U.S.
I think U.S. wins that group. I think Germany might give them a little bit of trouble. I don't know if that'll be a blowout game, maybe, whereas Latvia might be a little ugly sometimes, but I'd put it USA, Germany. Who was the other one? It's Latvia. Denmark. Ooh. Latvia and Denmark, probably.
Okay, I have it exactly the same. I thought we were going to have one flip for once. I think this Latvia team has a lot of skill on it. I think they're really young, but they've got some high-end talent that's coming up that I'm especially I can't think of his first name now, but it's Smits. He's going to be a top 10, maybe even top 5 pick in this draft. Just played awesome at the World Juniors, and he's going to be a big part of this team on defense. And how he does here, that could skyrocket him up the draft boards. So
100%.
I like a lot of what Latvia is doing, but I see it the same way. I think Germany has just enough high-end talent that it's going to win out over, you're going to see Draisaitl play 25 minutes a night. It's going to be very top heavy on those top two lines for them.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to call it the group of death. I know it's not the World Cup, but it's going to be the group of death here. And we've got Finland, Italy, Slovakia, and Sweden.
Yeah. I'm going to take, this could be a crazy take, but I think I'm going to take Finland at the top of that group.
Ooh.
I really like the way Finland just at all levels plays as a team. They have a really good team game, and this isn't a terrible team. This is a team that would win a Stanley Cup, I think.
Yeah, they've got some skill.
Yeah, so they're there. Sweden, I think, is that fourth team that makes it in just based off points. I feel like Finland Sweden's going to be an overtime game. And sorry, the other two teams I was
Slovakia and Italy.
Yeah, Slovakia then Italy.
Yeah. Yeah, I have Italy being the worst team in this tournament. They're only there because they're the host. But yeah, I see this similar. I have Sweden, though, beating Finland in overtime. So I've got the same four advancing. I've got U.S. as the overall one, just because I think that division is so much easier than the other ones.
100%.
I think Canada with Czech and Swiss are going to have some closer games. Not that they're going to lose, but I think there could be some closer games there, and then the goal differential might be what takes it out. So I've got U.S. as the 1, Canada the 2, Sweden the 3, Finland the 4, and you have those flipped.
Yep.
With Finland the 3 and Sweden the 4. So those are our advancers. We have the same advancers, so I think that's pretty good. It will change up what the bracket looks like, though.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't give you any full warning, but I did a full breakdown where I have the 5 and the 12 game being Czech and Italy.
Okay.
I've got the 6-11 game being Germany-France. I have the 7-10 being a rematch of Latvia and Denmark from the group play. And I have the 8-9 as the 8 being Slovakia, the 9 being Switzerland.
Okay.
So for me, Czech, Italy, I took the Czech.
Yep.
For the 6-11, I have Germany, France. I took Germany.
Yep.
The 7-10, I had the rematch of Latvia and Denmark, and I'm sticking with Latvia.
I agree.
And then the 8-9, I have 8 Slovakia, 9 Switzerland, but I have Switzerland beating the Slovaks.
I'd agree with that.
I just think they play so well together. And the Slovaks, they've got some talent, but there's not enough there. And they've struggled. Yeah, and they've struggled when it's come to like the world stage lately. Like they haven't been the Slovaks of old. So that one is gonna be interesting. Which for me, I would like to see the Slovaks do better. With a little bit of personal stake in this as a Blues fan, I would love to see Dalibor Dvorsky take over and play awesome. I just don't think there's enough talent on that team.
No.
So if you agree with those, and let's say they finish out that way, our quarterfinal matchups would be USA and Switzerland. For me, I would have Czechia and Finland. For you, it would be Czechia and Sweden. And then for me, Sweden, Germany. For you, Finland, Germany. And then we both would then have Canada, Latvia.
Okay. I mean,
I don't have any upsets.
Let's see. Canada,
Latvia.
Yeah.
Which it's crazy, though, because...
Yeah, true.
Because Latvia has taken out Canada recently. They give them fits, whether it's World Juniors or actual Worlds. There's something about Latvia that they just play great against Canada and smother them.
If I were to take an upset game, it would probably be that one.
That would be awesome. I would be so happy.
And then it's Switzerland, Canada? Or Switzerland, United States. Sorry.
Swiss, U.S.
I think the U.S. wins that one, although I think...
I don't like that matchup, though.
Yeah, I think the Swiss would put up a fight.
So then for you have Czech, Sweden.
See, that's a good game.
And I have Czech Finland, which I think is also a good game.
Yeah. I think Sweden takes that one, but I would love to see an OT game there.
It very well could be.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a good one. And then for you, you have Finland, Germany.
That's Finland.
And I have Sweden, Germany. And like I said, I did not take any upsets. I have US, Finland, Sweden, Canada.
Yeah.
The 4 nation teams.
Yeah.
They're the betting favorites, and I'm going to stick with them.
Teams like these, it kind of makes only.
They're just too good.
Yeah.
Well, then with the reseed, me and you are going to have different games.
Okay.
I'm going to have US, Finland, and Sweden, Canada. You are going to have US, Sweden, Finland, Canada.
I'd love to see a world where Canada does lose that game, but there's so much there. I mean, there's a way. I don't particularly like Canada's defense. I mean, it's really good players, but do they mix their best coach, I guess, but we'll see what happens there. I think Canada wins that game. Give me like a 4-2 game.
Okay.
Empty netter wins it.
So Canada in the finals.
Yep. And then USA Sweden. Yeah. Let me look at Sweden's lines here.
My issue with Sweden, because I have Sweden, Canada. My issue with Sweden is who's going to be their goalie.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jacob Markstrom's been bad. I'm not starting him.
No.
Philip Gustafson and Jesper Wallstedt. Wallstedt's been the starter in many, and he's looked really good, but he's a rookie on the World Olympic stage. Are they going to trust him? Are they going to go with the vet?
And with, in the NHL, it's so much different. You're not playing a superstar every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I think I take USA there too. I mean, it sounds stupid, and you want it to be some crazy upset somewhere, like you get like a Latvia or some team like that in the finals. But like with the teams, the way the Olympics works, that will never happen.
Yeah, I mean, Czechia is the defending world champions, I believe.
Technically, yeah.
So, and I think Latvia even placed in the last one too. Yep. So crazy things have happened. We'll see. So for me, I have US, Finland, Sweden, Canada, and I think both of those games are coin flips. Like I think either team could easily win. I'm gonna go with my head and not my gut. My head says USA, Canada for the gold, Finland, Sweden for the bronze.
Mm-hmm.
But my gut, based on past experiences, says Finland's going to beat the US because that's what Finland does, is they constantly beat us in the Olympics and when it matters. They just beat us in the World Juniors.
Yep.
I think back to Sochi and them upsetting us. Like every single time I think about the US losing big games outside of the gold medal to Canada, it's Finland.
Yep.
It's not Sweden. It's not Czechia. It's not the Swiss. It's Sweden, or it's Finland every single time. So that game really worries me.
Yeah.
If that comes to be what happens.
I mean, I just like they're like together, Matthew Tkachuk and Brady Tkachuk, the energy that brings. We saw it in the 4 Nations. It's ridiculous.
But the difference is we're playing Olympic rules. Yes. International hockey rules, not NHL rules. Yep. And that's where it concerns me a little bit.
Yep, that's fair.
Because a hit to the head, 5 minutes, and you're gone.
Yep.
No fighting. You can't be quite as physical as in the NHL. So I worry about us and taking penalties some.
I agree. I get that.
And Finland's going to be starting. Yeah. And Finland's going to be starting UC Saros. So you've got an elite guy back there. So I've got some concerns. I like the US's talent a lot more, so I'm going to go with them. But I want to put it out there that I am concerned if this game happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sweden, Canada. Again, I'm going to go with my head and pick Canada because they're loaded.
Yep.
I do have one humongous question mark for Team Canada. What is it?
Goalie.
Goalie. Who is going to be back there, and can they stop the puck?
No.
So
Logan Thompson, maybe?
So here in St. Louis, Jamie Rivers, former NHLer, played with several teams, one of them being the Blues. He is on ESPN radio here in St. Louis. And insight from him said that Jordan Binnington is going to get the first game, and he is going to be the guy until he struggles.
That's all he's done.
Yeah, but we know he's freaking Captain Clutch. Like, that's all he does as well. Like, he sucks in the regular season, but if he gets to the playoffs, he is clutch as all can be. Four Nations the other year, he was terrible. And then Four Nations happened, and then the Blues go on a run after it and make it to the playoffs and should have beat the best team in hockey. Like,
that's the last thing I want.
Like, all that happens when he gets put in pressure situations is he comes up clutch.
Yep.
So I don't know what's going to happen in goal. Honestly, if I'm them, I'm playing Logan Thompson. But who's the GM of Canada?
Doug
Armstrong, Blues GM. Is there going to be some ties? And it sounds like John Cooper likes Jordan Binnington from what he did in Four Nations, and they're going to give him every opportunity. My personal preference, if I am coaching or GM of Canada, is Logan Thompson is starting. He's been good. I don't know how he'll do on an international stage, but he's been good in the NHL this season.
Yeah.
Who knows what happens? Now, if Canada's goaltending falls apart, all bets are off. They do have enough talent to cover it up, though.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I'm sticking with Canada here, is because even if goaltending isn't amazing, that team can cover up any blemishes they have.
I agree.
So I'm going to take Canada. Let's talk third place game. Finland, Sweden.
Let's hope.
Rematch from what we said was going to be an overtime game. We both took the opposite team in overtime. What's happening in the bronze medal game?
Finland.
You're going to say Finland gets Sweden twice.
Yeah. I think they have a little bit more. They've got the goalie. They've got the superstar power there. They both have what I would argue is like about the same depth. Maybe Sweden has a little bit better forward depth. But I do like Finland's defense a little bit more than Sweden's. That could be a hot take, but
I don't.
I do not. Hedman and Carlson have been mediocre or bad this year. Dahlin and Forsling are great. I don't like Ekman Larsson, and Rasmus Andersson's whatever. He's all right. I like Lindell. I like Heiskanen. Mikola's been pretty solid for what he has to do for the Panthers. I don't like Ristolainen. I'll give you that.
Broby for Sweden? Did you say Broberg for Sweden?
He's not on their starting unless
Larsson
got hurt.
No chance. I saw him on a second pairing line the other day for their line combos. I don't know if that's going to hold, but I did see that a couple days ago.
These must not be updated.
And who knows? Anything can change at any point.
I mean, even though you can compare here or there, but I think they're a pretty even team besides the goalies.
And that's what worries me.
That's what I think does it. Finland bronze.
Yeah. While you were talking, I started to change my answer of what I had because I have Sweden, but I think it's very hard to beat this Finnish team twice.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
And if I have them winning that first game, then I might need to take Finland in the second game. But I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to take Sweden because I do like Sweden's team better.
That's right.
I think it's very close. I'm concerned with how the goaltending goes, but I think by the time we get to the bronze medal game, they'll have figured out that Wallstedt should be in goal, and I think he'll be fine. So, gold medal game. I tried to not be as biased as possible when I did this. U.S., Canada.
I have to take the U.S. I will be biased,
So
but
you're
like
doing the opposite of what I
I
do.
have to, I have to bias. U.S. is going to win this game. I mean, it's going to be close. Who says it doesn't go to OT? But
If it goes to shootouts and freaking Crosby wins it again, I'll lose my freaking mind. I might need a
yeah,
new TV and or phone and or dog. I don't know. I might throw one.
I like our defense a little bit more. Makar and Hughes, I feel like cancel themselves out. I feel like McAvoy has a little bit of an edge on Devon Tays. I feel like Slavin is a slightly better version of Parekos. Is there and Morrissey and Faber? I feel like are pretty even. And then it's really the third line defense that I don't like. Shea Theodore's been on my fantasy team all year. He's been terrible. I mean, that's the point production, but he's just been bad too. Travis Sanheim's pretty good at what he does. He'll be good for the third pair. That's fine. But Werenski and Hannafin, I like that third line a lot better.
I do like Zach Werenski a lot.
And we have players that I feel that can shut down a Celebrini or a McDavid and a McKinnon pretty well.
And what does the U.S. have?
Kachuk.
What else does the U.S. have?
I don't like Austin Matthews. I don't like him being the captain.
I don't
like
either. I hated that decision.
Yeah. Boldy, I really like. He's been amazing this year, especially his two-way play has been a lot better than last year, and he's scoring and finding great passes for scoring opportunities. I like that a lot. Maybe that can help Matthews score. Lord knows he needs it. Gensel's had a pretty all right year. It's been pretty decent from him, but I feel like that I like that line. Boldy, Matthews, Gensel. You've got three guys who can score, and you got two guys who can both pass it really well. So I like that. Boldy plays bigger than he is. Matthews not so much, but Gensel will lay a hit. The third line is interesting. I feel like that's a lot of like the same player at different sizes. Really like fast, skilled players that are just like 4 inches apart in height each way. Jack Hughes, at least in this line. I don't know if these are updated. These are the ones I'm basing it off of. Jack Hughes is tiny, but he's fast. He's got really good hands, really good vision. Larkin, another guy who's really fast. He can shoot. He can pass. I feel like he should have probably been the captain. Him or one of the Kachucks, maybe.
I wish it would have been a Kachuk.
Yeah.
It would have pissed so many people off.
To this day, I'm still upset. I mean, Tage Thompson was never supposed to be what he was when he was on the Blues. He was supposed to be all right, but he's amazing now. But I love Tage Thompson. He can score. He's huge. He lays the body. He plays defense decently well. I mean, he's on the Sabres, so may have been good this year. But I like Tage Thompson a lot. And for the way that the guys that you need to like shut down a Crosby, McKinnon, McDavid, Celebrini, there's your fourth line. If you really need it that bad, Brock Nelson, I like him for that. I mean, he's old, but he wins faceoffs. He's on the wing here, but Trocheck, I don't know. He can lay the body and he blocks shots. He can score too, but I like him for more of the defensive aspect here. And Keller is just the offensive boost, that line to make it work.
Love Keller.
Yeah, you need to make it work. But
yeah, I've got concerns with Jack Hughes just because he did miss the last 3 games leading up, but
I agree with that.
He is a full participant, so we'll see.
Sitting there.
Gross. I mean, I'd rather have that than Brock Nelson, honestly. But the thing the U.S. has that Canada doesn't is goaltending.
Yep.
Who can steal us a game? I have concerns about Connor Hellebuck because what does he do under pressure? Crumble big time. But I do like if he starts to falter that you've got Jake Ottinger back there that I think he's going to be solid as well. Who was our third goalie? I'm blanking right now.
Swayman.
Oh, yeah, Jeremy Swayman, who's also solid. So I'm not concerned there. That is the one thing I do think we have a huge advantage over Canada.
Amazing goalies.
Yeah. But I can't get over Canada's offensive group. Those forwards are filthy. Every line is coming at you.
The Mark Stone.
I hate it. What's he going to do? Like, you can't hide him on the IL until the playoffs. Like, what's he going to do?
I like that they replaced Sorelli when he got hurt. I thought that was...
Yeah, there were some interesting replacements. Like...
Reinhardt.
Yeah, that's a good replacement.
Yeah.
But
Who else
like
replaced? Did
even with the
Hagel replace
US,
someone?
like one of the defensemen got hurt and they replaced him with Jackson Lacombe instead of
Fox
Lane Hudson.
or Fox, one of the
And
two.
I'm like, what are we blowing my mind here?
I
Like I
don't know.
get you want
I don't know.
size, but at some point put the best player out there. And it's Lane Hudson.
Yeah. I would have liked Lane
So
Hudson more than Hannafin in there, but you need a guy with Werenski that is more of a lockdown, stay-at-home
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, so I picked with my head and not my heart, and I took Canada. Um, I know I hate everything about what I'm saying right now. Um, I
I
just think
think
this Canadian team is so freaking good. Like top to bottom, they're good. As long as they can find one goalie to play well, I think this team is going to be really, really hard to beat.
the
There's
Kachuk's going
no
to
let up. Now, every part of me wants to see the Kachuk brothers just annihilate everyone and put on a show and piss off all of Canada.
yeah.
That's my hopes and dreams. Um, I just don't like it under the Olympic rules, and I don't like it against this forward group. So I have Canada as the gold medalist. I have U.S. as the silver medalist, and I have Sweden taking the bronze. And then Julian has the United States bringing home the gold, Canada finishing runner up with the silver, and Finland finishing out the medals with the bronze. Now, we had the same four teams in these two matches. If you had to pick a dark horse team that could pull off an upset, that could come out of nowhere and sneak into one of these medal games, who's your pick? Who are you taking?
Outside of these four,
Yep.
who's the Switzerland goalie?
Ooh, that's a good question. Switzerland goalie. Olympics.
Would it be Korpisalo or is he Finnish?
Keeps giving me women's stuff. I don't care about that right now. Akira Schmid.
Ooh. And then
Changed your tune a little bit.
Czechia's goalie would be. Who would Czechia's goalie be? I'm blanking on
Czechia, they have Lucas Dostal, Karel
Yeah.
Vejmelka, and Dan Vladar.
Yeah, I'm taking Czechia instead just because of the goalie difference. I really like that Swiss team that they have. I mean, for what they have to work with, that's pretty good. I did that Czechia team just slightly better goalies. Not slightly better, they have a better goalie, but
Yes. I do like this Czechia team.
it's got to be them or the Swiss.
I'm gonna throw it out there because we talked about this. I don't think it's gonna happen, but man, does Latvia play Canada well? Like I said, all my hopes and dreams ride on Latvia upsetting Canada in the quarters and just shutting them all up.
I mean,
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Balinski's, know him.
Yeah.
Smith's,
Well,
yeah.
their goalies are either going to be Elvis Merzlikin or Arturo Silvos. Like they've got a couple of options. I like some of their stuff, and I don't know what it is about Latvia because they're never like good. They're nobodies.
No, they're
And
terrible against every
somehow
other team.
they play Canada beautifully every
They
time.
love it.
They just smother
They love
them. They hold it to a 1 or 2 goal game, and they find ways. I don't think it's going to happen here. This Canada team's too good.
We
And
can believe.
they've been upset by Latvia or almost upset by Latvia multiple times in the last few years, so I don't think they'll take that game easy anymore. So for me, the one team that I need to check on their goaltending.
Would it be Germany?
Yeah, but it's grubby, and I don't like any part of that.
No. That's
So
why I
I
didn't
do,
have them going as
yeah,
far.
I do agree with you. Germany's got like 6 really good players.
Yeah.
Or at least 5 of the best 6 players they've ever had are on this team.
Yep.
So you never know if Draisaitl goes off, maybe there's a chance. But I do think it's Czechia, and then I do think after that we got to talk Latvia, Switzerland.
Yeah.
Are my 3 lower tiers after that. But I really do think that they're the teams in the 4 nations were there for a reason because they are the best 4 teams.
Oh, 100%.
Now, I'm going to throw you on the spot. I have not prepared you for this. If Russia were allowed to play in the Olympics, where are they? Because you've seen the projected Russian lineups, and they're filthy.
However the bracket would work out, I think they're either playing Canada or United States for the gold, one of the 2 teams.
I 100% think they're in the gold medal game.
Yep. Like, there's no way.
I'm trying to pull up what their roster would look like for everybody to see because it's insane how good it is. Oh, that's not all on one page. I want one page. Because this team, like, it's so dang good.
Yeah. Ovechkin, Malkin, Kucherov.
So we're talking like Ovechkin, Malkin, Kucherov, Panarin, Buchnevich, Kaprizov, Nichushkin, Barbashev, Marchenko, Gusev, Kuznetsov, Svechnikov, Demidov, Michkov, like a lot of ovs, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's a dang good I think that's the second best forward group after Canada.
I think
it's better than the US.
Oh yeah. I think the only thing that lets them down is their defense.
Defense is always the question mark.
Yeah. Sergachev, Zub, Gavrikov, Provorov, Nishkin,
Orlov,
Romanov,
Nishkin, Romanov, Zadorov. Yeah, that's kind of what you're looking at there. So they've got 8 solid guys. Defense is their weakness, but every team has weakness. I think U.S. scoring is going to be their weakness.
Yep.
I think Canada goaltending is going to be their weakness. Sweden and Finland, I think Sweden defense is a little iffy. Their goaltending is not amazing. Finland, I don't think they have the big stars. They play a really good game and they have a good goaltending. Goaltending though, Vasilevsky, Bobrovsky, Shesterkin.
They could pick.
That's better than the U.S.
Yeah, they could pick any one of them. Those are, I think, in the last 5 years, those are probably the top 3 goalies in the league.
Vezinas and Stanley Cups. You've got Tampa, you've got Florida, and then Shesterkin has won Vezinas. Like, you were talking 3 of the best goalies in hockey.
Yep. They have 4 Vezinas and 4 Stanley Cups combined.
Pick them to win. Like, that's how good this team is. Yeah.
What do you say?
Like, Nikita Kucherov came out and said, this isn't a real best on best tournament because Russia's not there. And he's correct.
I agree.
This is not the best teams in the world because Russia won't stop bombing Ukraine.
Nope.
That's what it is. Like, until that happens, they can't be in it according to the IOC.
Yeah.
So if they were in this, I might pick Russia to win it. Their goaltending is amazing. That forward group is phenomenal. Between the goaltending being able to cover for the D and the forwards being able to score almost at will, that might be the team to beat.
No, I agree. They also Russians play rough, good style hockey.
They do. I like, and it's changed over the years because it used to be a real pretty fast passing game. And then for a while it was a very selfish, like try and be as slick as possible, make all the cool moves. And then it kind of, with Ovechkin, all started to change where it was a more physical, gritty game. Still very pretty because they're very skilled with lots of scoring. But I think the defensive game has struggled some still. And I do think that would be the only worry I have is that defensive group. But man, would that be fun if you have US, Canada, Finland, Sweden, Russia, Czechia as your top 6 teams. That's that's going to be a bloodbath after that.
That's an awesome.
So I hope Russia gets their stuff together, and we can see this again, because I agree, it's not a best on best, and we haven't seen Russia in the World Juniors, we haven't seen Russia in the World Championships, we haven't seen Russia in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And it's something that hockey needs, because you're talking about some of the best players in the world, and we don't get to see them. Like, it sucks that Ovechkin is not going to get to play in probably the last Olympics that he could.
Yeah.
So, any last minute thoughts before we send everybody out tonight?
I feel like we covered everything. Upsets, maybe a dark horse, and got our winners.
All right. So you guys out there, as always, like, subscribe, do all the stuff. I'm not going to give you the spiel. If you want the energy, the refreshness, I don't even know what I'm going with. They don't just have energy drinks at Dubby. They also have hydration. That's the word I'm looking for. I drink the hydration. It's fantastic. Gets me through the day. Use code athletes for 10% off. It's good stuff. So for us here, We Were Athletes Once podcast, thank you. Let us know what you think. Who's going to be in those medal rounds? And until next time, see ya.